Good morning. Hopefully, Thinkorswim will finish loading. It's updating. Thinkorswim does this every day. Okay, sometimes it takes a long time to update. Sometimes it takes seconds. Today is just one of those days that it's been sitting here for 5 minutes. So we'll see. For now, I just have to be patient and wait. Anyhow, yesterday, Nvidia earning came out, not very good. I did gamble a little bit in the after hours and did I grab something like, I'd order in for like 20 share. Okay, I put like order of 5, and I think 3 of the order went through. I remember seeing the notification. So it's just a little gamble, little trade, little lunch money, nothing special. Okay, I don't expect to. I didn't want to risk a lot, but at the same time, I like to play the dump. Always a big fan of buying something, dumping in the after hour for the bounce the next day. It doesn't work all the time. That's why I buy small. So even if it bounce, say, I think my average was 156. I start to buy at like 158 all the way down to 154 on the flush. So my average like 156 something on 15 share. And hey, if it rip to 160 something and I get out and make lunch money, I'm not gonna complain. Okay, so it look like it's loading finally. Here we go. Nvidia, here we go. I got Nvidia. So yeah, look like daddy's gonna get the lunch money. Okay, so good thing. I'm not gonna complain there. Give me a second here. All right, so what else would I do with Nvidia? Let me log into E-Trade. Let me log into my channel so I can see the question if there is any. There's usually not a whole lot of questions, so I don't expect a whole lot of questions because most people just don't ask anything. There's not a whole lot of traders, active traders here, so in many ways it's kind of good because then I don't have to like answer a zillion questions all the time. Okay, let me get into my E-Trade account so I can trade if need to. Okay, so Nvidia, that's gonna take down the SMH, right? For those that follow me since January, right? We're talking 4+ months now since I've been doing this. I stopped being bullish on Nvidia. Well, I stopped being bullish in tech in general, especially semiconductor. When? Sometime over here, right? Sometime. I know it's been over a month. For sure, I have not been a fan of semi for over a month. Okay, so if you want to check what I said and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure I've been consistently saying don't touch tech, especially semi. Okay, I mean, sure, have I traded Intel, Nvidia, Qualcomm, SMH over the past month? I have, but it's more like a quick buy the dip, sell them, buy them ugly, sell them pretty. I would recommend anyone to buy and hold and hope and all that nonsense, right? So hopefully, if you listen to me, hopefully you didn't get hurt badly, right? So what would I do with Nvidia today? Would I play the put spread? Yes, I would. the question is, where would I play the put spread? So let me go to my E-Trade to see where the put's gonna be. For sure, let's go back to Nvidia. If I was gonna do a put spread, it would definitely be for my own protection. I wouldn't touch it. Be above the 154, the low, okay? Because Nvidia can easily test the 52-week low, regardless of what happened today. You have to understand that the NASDAQ, the market, is not done going down, not by a long shot. By a long shot, it does not mean that the NASDAQ can go down another 20%. I don't know, okay? When I say by a long shot, that means that I talk about this in the chat group. Correction have two components, by price and by time, okay? What that means is by price mean by percentage, right? You can talk about down 30%, down 40%, down 50%. By time is duration of the decline. What we have is certainly a painful 6 months of decline. So by measure of the typical recession bear market, we are closer to the bottom because it has been 6 months of bloodletting, okay? But, here's a but. By price, we have not, okay? If you don't pay attention, the decline of the pandemic crash, however short it was, March of 2020, was worse in percentage-wise for all three major indices. Okay, so keep that in mind. That decline was sharper in shorter time frame. This decline has been much more painful because it's prolonged 6 months plus now, but the decline is not as much in price. Okay, so understand that every bear market, every recession have two components, by price and by time. So by time, it feels closer to a bottom. By price, it is not, because by price, previous bear market, previous recession, we have seen much, let me repeat that keyword, much bigger percentage decline. Get that? Everyone get that? Because sometimes I swear a lot of you guys don't listen to anything I say, and then you ask the dumbest question later, as if like I said something completely different. So please get that. Because of that, let's get back to why I am not gonna write a put anywhere near 155. Okay, I don't care where Nvidia is today. As far as, you know, oh, it stopped going lower at 154, 152, or whatever it is. So no, if I was gonna do a put spread, it's gonna be something much lower, okay? Because I want protection. So Nvidia, I'm looking at the put right now. Okay, put spread, here we go. For sure, I'm not gonna, I'll take a look at Friday, but for now, I'm looking at different strike price, different month, different weeks. Okay, so I would go with something like 150 at the highest. Okay, if I was gonna write a put, it's gonna be something like 150, 140. Okay, let me see if it's. Also, keep in mind, if you play the put spread or call spread or any spread, still use your technical analysis and chart reading to pinpoint where the safer area is, okay? Because you want to take a look at where support is. Look at this. You see 119, 120 is an area where you have the 200 weekly moving average, a very strong support for a lot of good stock, okay? If you break this, you're in big trouble, okay? Keep that in mind. Nvidia has been in a channel decline, right? A very well-defined channel right here, right? It better hold the channel. The channel is about 150, okay? 154, 152, that's the channel low. Let me change the color here so that it's consistent with what I'm doing. You know me, I like consistency, and sometimes I don't do it right. Blue. We want to draw a trend line, and channel is blue. All right, so that's it. So, but if you look, you see 120, 119, that's an area where, you know, I feel good down there, okay? Can Nvidia crash down to there? It's possible. You know, in a bear market, in a recession, the impossible is possible. It's unthinkable to look at this and say, oh my God, Nvidia can come down to that. Well, guess what? That's the pandemic low, okay? The pandemic low is 119-ish, 118, okay? That's the pandemic low. So can it happen? Maybe, right? So if I was gonna write a put spread, I would do something like 150, 130, 150, 120, something like that, all right? So it sounds crazy, but it is what it is, all right? Look, the 150 put, well, right now, before the market opened, so it's kind of pointless, but as of yesterday, the 150 put is $5. The 120 put is $1. Okay, so if I sell 150, buy 120, it's a $4 spread. Okay, if Nvidia stay above 150, I can gain $4. Does the math make sense? Yes. But all those numbers will change at 9:30 because once the market open and the stock tank, all those put will change in prices. So, but for now, that's what happened, okay? That's what can happen. That's what I can do. Then I guess I can, but not in this chat. This chat is strictly about the stock market, okay? I don't have much to say. I don't like what CGC is doing, but they are what they are. A terrible company. Now, I want to touch on something that most people that just dabble in puts in options may not know how to handle. Okay, you got to understand puts have expiration date, right? So let's say you bought and let's say you sell Nvidia put. Okay, let's use Nvidia put as an example. Let's say you sold Nvidia put. Let's say the 155 yesterday. Let's see, that 155. Okay. So yesterday, let's say you were bullish on Nvidia and you sold a put at 155 for $4 because you said to yourself, Nvidia is gonna rip. I'm gonna keep the $4 premium, make myself $400 on that one options because Nvidia is gonna be higher than 155. Yippee-ki-yay, I won. Let's say Nvidia dropped below 155. What you can do is either let that option exercise and assign on you. That means, let's say Nvidia crashed down to 150. Hypothetically speaking, I'm not saying Nvidia will. Let's say Nvidia go down to 150. You then have two options. you can buy the option back and lose money. Okay, because let's say if Nvidia dropped from whatever it is now down to 150, your put with the strike price at 155 on that day, on tomorrow, May 27th, it will be $5 because it exactly, the $5 between 155 and 150. So you would have to buy it back at 500 at $5. That means that you lose $100. You got 4, you buy back at 5. Okay, so you lose 100. You can do that, or you can do nothing and let the option assign and you buy the 100 share of Nvidia. Your cost basis would be 151. Okay, for those that are listening, you can use a piece of paper, write down what I said so that the math makes sense to you. So that's the second option, is do nothing and buy the Nvidia share. You will buy it at 155 because that's what your put is, right? But remember, you receive $4 of premium when you sold the put, so that your break even now is 151. That's your second option. The third option is what I call the down and out roll. Okay, down and out. So what you can do is you can go back into the option market, go into next week, and sell the option, the same option, at a higher premium, and then buy your option, close out your position. So net, you didn't lose money yet. Okay, so think about that. If I go to, for this example, if I go to June 3rd, the week after, the same option at 155 strike is 20 cents higher at this moment. So you see what I'm meaning? So you can sell next week for a little bit more money, buy the one that you had this week, and basically net, you didn't lose money. But that's the down and out roll. Okay, so, and this go with both, either if you short a put or long a put, you can always roll into the next week and collect the premium and not lose money. And basically what you're doing is you buy time because you're wrong on your time frame, right? Because option is specific time, week by week by week. So whenever I'm wrong on a move, I roll into the next week because I'm buying myself an extra week for that option to play out. Hopefully what I explained makes sense. Then I can tell you this, nobody like what CGC is doing. Most people never like what CGC is doing, okay? Most people don't. Just about many things that CGC had changed over the past decade plus has never been for the beneficial of the clients. No matter how they want to phrase it, it's not. They're not doing this for your benefit. They don't. I use CGC because it's a necessary evil, but make no mistake, over the past 9+ years on YouTube, I have been very critical of CGC to a point where many people warn me, oh, you should stop criticizing CGC because they're gonna ban you. Weak, feeble, fucking mind. Okay, if you are that afraid to speak up for yourself, go fuck yourself. Anyone, everyone. I hate people that behave that way. So afraid. Fuck you. Stand up for yourself. OTA. OTA released earning and looked like the earning was good. I was hoping for the dump to do the put spread, but no dice. Okay, no dice. But OTA was at a very good spot the last couple of days. Okay, this is a key support area for OTA. And I was hoping for a dump, okay, in order to do some kind of put spread down here because I do like OTA a lot. Do like it a lot. So for now, let's move on to other area that I like. McDonald's. I sold, closed my position. Oh, I'm out. Okay. If you're in McDonald's, good luck. You should be looking to take profit in here in this range, right? You should. How far can McDonald's run if it keep running? It can. I'm not saying that it can't go high, but I already booked my profit and moved to the sideline. In this market, you can't overlook the fact that it has fall extremely. You can't overlook the fact that McDonald's go from 230, 228 to 244 in 4 days. Okay, let's be realistic. All right, it's can it go to 248? Yes. If you don't sell, if you haven't sold any yet, and you waiting, the next spot is right there, 248. Okay, don't overstay your welcome. Okay, that's all I gotta say. There was a lot of short covering yesterday on Best Buy. Would I touch Best Buy here? No. Okay, for those, I closed out my Best Buy. Okay, I did a spread on this day, on the earning day, and then I close it out. I make the profit on both the sell the put and buy the put. I did exactly what I wanted to do, and I'm out. If you're still in it and you're no longer in profit, you can do the roll I talk about. Okay, you can roll it into the next week, collect the premium, and wait it out. Because seriously, does anybody think that Best Buy have a good future in a recession? Who think that? Who in the right mind is thinking that? But hey, if the bots want to push this to close the gap, it can. What would I do? Personally, I would wait until Best Buy get to 82 to buy a put. Okay, I will do a bear put spread here, right? In fact, I'm gonna put myself an alert. Create bear put spread time. Okay. Yeah, if we close the gap, I'm doing the bear put spread there. I'm just gonna go with my gut instinct on reading the economy and the stock market, because for those that still don't get it, every trade that you do have two sides. Okay, it's always somebody on the opposing side that think different than what you're thinking. So if you don't get that, get that. Okay, no, I don't understand the people that's in the market, that whether it's collectible market or the stock market, that think that somehow everyone had to be bullish or everyone had to be bearish. No, there's always two sides. It's always two sides. It's a game. It's a chess match. I don't understand people that just think somehow that even in the collectible market, oh, this book is going up forever. Who do you think are selling you the books? Goodness gracious. It's just I don't understand the lack of IQ of people that buying shit. Get it? Apple, I have a put spread 133, 130. I will make money there. No worry there. But I have been talking about Apple for weeks now, right? Once it lost to 150, oh boy. And then once it lost this protection of the downtrend, oh boy, right? So if you want to trade Apple, for now, buying at 137, selling at 140, the margin of profit is so low. If you are here trading Apple, good luck, okay? I'd rather do put spread down here for protection. Can Apple go lower? Can Apple go lower? Yeah. How low can it go, right? Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look, analyze Apple a little bit. A lot of people have been talking about Apple at 126. I'm sure you heard that on TV, right? On CNBC, there have been multiple experts on CNBC that talk about the 126 range. Okay, so can it go down to 126? I don't really like that number, but I get why they do that, right? Because they kind of look at this right here, okay? To me, it's kind of like a weak support of any sort. There's not really anything that tell me, oh, that's a good area. But hey, that's what they keep saying. That's what all the experts on TV are saying. If they jawboning it down to 126, to me, you know, when I look at 126, I'm just like, why? Why would you think that is any kind of area of support? I don't get it, but hey, that's what they say. To me, it can be down here, 123 even, you know, 120. Yeah, if the market tank another 5%, I can't see how Apple can hold the line. Okay, I don't see 137 is a line that Apple can hold. It is a key point. Okay, that's why it's bouncing here. Look, resistant, resistant, breakout, fail, resistant, breakout, check back. Okay, so it's key. This is not a joke of a point. That's why it's holding for dear life here. But if I'm gonna play Apple, no, I'm doing put spread below because I don't trust that it can hold the 137. So I'd rather buy myself the protection of a put spread at 133. Okay, gotta do it. Gotta do it. The sector that I like, of course, is McDonald's. How about Pepsi? Yeah, Pepsi. You gotta sell here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is it, people. 169. Okay, I would be out. If you don't want to sell Pepsi and you want to keep it running, you can, but what should you do? Set your stop at the 50 MA once it crosses it. Okay? Either the 50 or the 20. You have to set your stop at one of those junctions in order to protect yourself. So let's say you say to yourself, oh, you know, Pepsi can run back to the all-time high. Can it? Absolutely. I don't know, but it has been a nice run. Pepsi was 160. Now it's 168. That's a big move, okay? That's a 5% move. Can it go another 5%? Yes. But at least protect yourself. Use the stop, okay? Please, 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 okay? Please, please, please. Not much else I can say there, right? Be sensible. We are in a bear market. This is not the time to, you know, use any kind of like hope and pray and use nonsense like I'm in for the long term. People that said that use it for the excuse of like I don't want to do anything. I'm too afraid. Okay, that potentially could be a support line. Let me draw that in. All right, just drawing in some more potential area. 160 is a very strong area, okay, because if you can see, the more it goes out, the more that line is gonna, you know, in a week, this trend line, this support is gonna meet up with the 160. So yeah, buy Pepsi all day long there, okay? For those that bought Pepsi down here, all right, a put spread. I did a put spread down here, winning, okay? But yeah, I like Pepsi down there. You mentioned before that the Fed might stop raising rate after July 4th. around July 4th is going to be the next GDP announcement. Okay, I don't know the exact date. I'm just guessing that it's going to be sometime around that time. So we'll see what the GDP is. You know, I mean, I predict the GDP data will be negative, and if it is negative, then we officially enter into a recession. And if that's the case, the Fed likely will go into neutral. Okay, but we'll see. We still have over a month. Okay, so a lot can happen in a month. This quarter is not over yet. Okay, we have a bad April, a bad May. Can June be somehow spectacular? Anything can happen. Why? We don't know what the heck is going on with Russia. We don't know. And you know, for all we know, the biggest catalyst for the market to reverse this nasty bear market downtrend is what? Russia and Ukraine. No if, no buts, no nothing. That's it. If somehow they can come to complete peace and resolve the dying, the killing, the bombing, the nonsense, if that resolve itself next week, in 2 weeks, we can have an insane, rip your face kind of, you know, short squeeze or whatever you want to call it. So please, JL, don't, you know, look at the world event with a lot of if and buts. Okay, it's just trying to understand the world does not operate in a vacuum. I take that you don't understand economy or don't know. You know, I mean, and that's the thing. A lot of people are not. A lot of people in general don't give a shit about the economy. Okay, a lot of people isolate the economy to what? Their daily job. They think the economy is their daily job. I go to work. I have a job. That's the economy. No, that's not the fucking economy. Okay, the economy is the whole country, the whole world. A lot of people that I know isolate what they know about the economy to my fucking job. No, it's not. It's not. School has failed this country. Education has failed this country. Okay, they should teach people a whole lot more than what they teach in high school and college. Okay, we don't need a whole lot of shit in high school and college, but what they should teach people is how to read the economy, how to understand how to balance your fucking checkbook so that you don't live above your means. It's a whole kind of shit that I think schools are failing for the past many decades. That's why we have so many people that don't know shit. Utter shit. A lot of people have degrees. Worthless shit degrees. I don't know shit. Boggling my mind. Pisses me off. Pfizer. If you still have Pfizer, congratulations. You should look to sell up here, okay? I'm out. I am out. Officially, I'm out. What would I do with Pfizer? Put spread up here, okay? But me likey medicine. FV, I'm in. It's doing okay. FV is at a key junction here. Key junction. You're talking squeezing 20, squeezing 100 MA, right? And the downtrend. This downtrend, if we can break this, say hello to 157, okay? Yeah, this is coming. It's coming, okay? It's coming. It could be a move up here pretty quickly, okay? So you watch it. You watch it, people. Where would I sell my FV that I bought? Up there, How much? I would say for now, I would sell maybe a third. The next third might be up there, and then set a stop somewhere else. Okay, but for me, at least a third gotta go here. Okay, can't be greedy. Can't be greedy. But yeah, me liking my FV. Oh, I wrote some put spread on Biogen. Yeah. Down here, the put I wrote was 195, 185. Okay, it was rough. So few traded. The problem with puts on a lot of stocks, okay, this is for those that have not done put spread, you will find that some puts are so illiquid that it's tough to write more than 1 or 2 contracts, because sometimes barely 5 shares are traded, 5 contracts are traded on a daily basis. So that's why the big guy, he tend to focus his put spread play on the very heavy volume stocks like Apple, Tesla, Amazon. You know, he don't bother. That's why he doesn't trade a lot of the crappy stock, because he's just like, I like to use put spread or spread, option spread. And if you talk about like an illiquid stock, there is no volume or even no options there. So it's impossible to play there. JL, the way quarterly GDP is given out, there is usually 2. Well, not usually, it's 2, period. Okay, there is a preliminary GDP, and then they revise it a couple weeks later. There's always 2 numbers. The revision is often minor because they need to tweak the data, because not every single data is finalized on the last day of the quarter. But that's why you have preliminary data and the final number, right? So if you go back and Google first quarter 2022, you will see 2 major announcements by the Fed or the government. And you can see when those are, okay? That's why I picked July 4th, around there, all right? It's not, I don't know exact day or time, okay? Please. You came here for the wrong information. If you want me to spoon feed you the exact minutes when the Fed, it's not gonna happen. I'm just giving you a general take of what is gonna happen. And we still have, like I said, 4 weeks. A lot can happen in 4 weeks. But for now, the trend is not helping the economy. We have slowdown in housing market. We have slowdown everywhere. Yesterday, it was insane. I need to put a put spread on Home Depot, and I will, okay? Where would I put my put spread on Home Depot? I will buy a put up here, okay? I will buy a put up here and sell a put below. That would be a bear put spread, okay? Yesterday, Toll Brothers came out with data, and the market was all bullish on housing. Are you insane? Do you understand anything about housing? Do you understand that Toll Brothers data is like a year old? The house that they deliver, the money that they collected, guess what? You think that happened the last 30 days? No. Those houses was built 9 months, or they were ordered or built 9 months, a year, 15 months, 16 months ago. Look at what they're projecting. The fact that people ignore the data that they outline as far as going forward is boggling my mind. Who the F is buying this crap? Come up here and I will short you, okay? Trust me. Nobody at Toll Brothers, Lennar, or Putti is bullish on housing. Are you out of your fucking mind? It's just insane. Trust me, I will be doing the same thing with Lowe's. Bear put spread up here. Come up to 202 and I will hammer you. Okay, housing is not going to do well. TLT still in the reversing trend, right? TLT is showing you is orchestrating for the past 2 weeks. No, the Fed is not raising rate. Keep in mind, you see this right here? This orchestrates the Fed raising rate many, many times. So the fact that the TLT is doing this, it does not negate what the Fed planned. TLT has already factored in more rate raise beyond what has been announced. So just because TLT is doing this, it does not mean that the Fed is going to stop raising rate. No, the Fed can raise rate 2 more times and is still within the range of where TLT is. Okay, so keep that in mind. Just because I talk about TLT doing this is signaling and forecasting that the Fed is wrong, that the recession is coming and they need to stop or slow the F down. They already factor in 5 rate raise here. Okay, you got to understand, where is a 30-year, where is a 10-year bond right now? 2.8%, right? The Fed fund rate is 1.25%. So it's so far below. It's something like way below. All right, it's not even close. The Fed can raise rate by another 1% or more, and it's still not catch up to what TLT did. TLT did the job for the Fed. Okay, a lot of time the Fed talked the bond market into doing this to slow down the economy. All right, they did the job way too well because it crashing the economy, it crashing the real estate market. Okay, so it's ugly. It's so ugly, right? Bitcoin below 29. Yeah, I'm glad I sold. I sold about 80% of what I bought already. Between 29 something and 30 something, I'm like, nope. I smell problem. I'm like, sure, I took a little loss because I bought a little bit at 36, 35, 34, 30, 28. So on the average, my cost was, I think, around 31 something. Almost, yeah, it was over 31. And I got out between 29 and 30,700. So yeah, it's, I take a loss. I don't mind. Number one rule of trader is be worried that a small loss will turn into a bigger loss. Okay, keep that in mind. That's the mantra that the big guy always said. It's like, be mindful that be fearful. This is what the exact word he used. I'm not sure if he invented the word, but be fearful of a loss. Be fearful of a small loss turn into a bigger loss. In a bull market, you want to be hopeful that a small gain will turn into a bigger gain. What that's saying is, in a bear market, take your loss early and small. In a bull market, hold on to your gain and let them run. Okay, so that's basically the mantra, if you don't understand the saying. Okay, so booking, ripping, not sure why. Google up, CMG up. Once again, should you give a damn what happened in the first 15 minutes? Please don't. If anything, you should do the opposite. But JPM, okay, so I sold out of my JPM. Well, I got stop out. I raised my stop, it moved, I'm out. Okay, so if you have JPM, it gap, it popped right to the 50 MA. So what else can you ask for? What else can you ask for, right? You get the gift. If you bought JPM with all the nastiness the last 2 weeks, congratulations. But now is the time. Okay, now is the time to say goodbye. See, reject. Reject, reject. What makes you think this is not going to be rejected? Okay, so feel free to come back next week when JPM is up here and say, you stupid, you wrong, you stupid. You told me to, you tell people to sell at the 50 MA, you wrong. Feel free to come back and correct me. Anyhow, enough of me yapping. Let's see where Nvidia is. Nvidia. Oh, look at that. Daddy got some dinner money. Daddy got money. Buying Nvidia at 158. Yeah, daddy got money. Daddy's cashing out. All right, people, time for me to leave to cash out on my 15 share of Nvidia and make myself, oh, hey, 15 share time 11. Hey, who's gonna sneeze at that $165 gain, right? Out. Later.